Hello crafty friends and doll lovers. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you well. And today I thought I would share with you some of the dolls that I have in my collection that actually are not really in my collection yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them. But I have been collecting dolls most of my adult life. And I started off with the little baby infant dolls, the ones that are weighted like human babies. The Lee Middleton dolls. I started out with that, and I collected porcelain dolls. Although I played with Barbie dolls as a kid, I didn't really collect them as an adult. But since that time, I have been collecting 16 to 21 inch, I guess, dolls. I have some 32-inch dolls. I have some of the fashioned 11-inch or around 11-inch size dolls. If you've seen any of my past videos, you've seen some of those dolls in my collection. But anyway, most of the dolls that I have collected within the last maybe 5 years have been they've been secondhand. I've either found them at the thrift store or I found them on eBay or Mercari. And I actually prefer to get dolls like that versus buying them new. Although I do buy some dolls new, I actually prefer to buy the dolls that are the hard to find dolls now, like the Corito Kids or the BFC Inc. And so when I come across dolls in the thrift store, I've come across several Disney animators. What I like to do, I have so much fun just giving those dolls new life. Because, you know, some of them you find that have been very well loved, we'll say that. Some of them, they just weren't taken care of that well. And I get joy out of washing them off, shampooing them, and giving them a second chance, so to speak, because we all deserve second chances, right? But anyway, I wanted to share with you some dolls that I have had waiting for that transformation. Actually, my sister had been finding them in the thrift store for me, and she had saved them up. And then I had gotten them from her, and then right after that, my husband passed away. So I didn't have a chance to really do anything with the dolls. So I have been spending this past weekend working very diligently in my doll room to get it set up again. I had reconfigured the room that I'm currently sitting in. Used to be my sewing and craft room, and I had my big pack system dollhouse, a dollhouse made from the IKEA pack system. I had that in the room. I had my sewing machine and my cutting table, all that stuff. But I decided to move my craft related and sewing related things up to a different room, and I decided to dedicate this room completely to my dolls. And I am so excited because for the first time I have every single doll that I own in this room, and every single doll is easily accessible. I'm not digging them out of a box. I'm not tripping over one doll to get to another doll. I can easily get to all the dolls in the room, and they're displayed. And this is just my happy place. This and my sewing room, but right now my sewing room's not my happy place because it's not set up. It's really messy right now, but this room right here is my happy place because I'm sitting in here and I'm looking at all of these beautiful dolls, and I love to find the dolls that have expressions, their facial expressions. To me, when I see a doll, I just don't see a plastic figure. I see personality. I can almost imagine backstories for my dolls. And I really, really enjoy finding that doll that's just nasty, may have a few marks on them, hair's jacked up. I enjoy getting those dolls, and I enjoy breathing new life into them. So I thought I would share with you what I've been doing. And one of the dolls, I actually did a video on this doll. I had found her on eBay, and this is, I thought it was number 28, Truly Me 28, and I'm trying to find her wig. So I found out later that this is actually Marisol, but the wig, her original wig had been cut. So this is her original wig, and I just didn't like it. I did not like it at all. I don't know if the haircut was that off or the wig. I'm not sure. It was something off about this wig on her. So I was on Instagram one day and I saw, I think it just popped up in my feed because I believe I do follow her. It's Doll of a Kind, and she was talking about wigs. And I reached out to her and told her I was looking for a wig for this doll. And she made some suggestions, and I ended up buying this one. And this is actually, I think the color was Chocolate Honey, and I got it because I felt like it was very similar. Let's see. It was very similar in color. Now, in real life, this is a little lighter. I think it looks that way too on screen, but this is a little lighter than her hair, but it was close. And when I did my research on Marisol's hair is long. She has loose curls, and I have not tried to curl this yet, but from my understanding with the information that came, or not the information that came, the information on YouTube, Doll of a Kind has a YouTube channel where she does great, excellent tutorials, and she shows how to, she sells doll eyes too that fit, and I didn't realize how easy it was to change the eyes in these dolls. So I'm actually looking to find a good price for a American Girl, I'm gonna call it a TLC, where I can change the eyes and give it a new wig. But anyway, she showed how easily it was to change the wig. So I followed her instructions and removed her old wig, and I put this one on, and I tried to position it the way that it looks like Marisol's wig is positioned. But what I was saying, I digress. What I was saying was this wig is heat resistant. Is that the word? It can take heat. So I can take some heat and add loose curls. I haven't decided if I'm going to try to do that because Marisol's original wig had loose curls, or if I'm just going to leave it as is. But I'm so pleased. This wig, the quality feels excellent, and there's a lot of hair. It's a lot of hair in here. And I'm so happy, and I think Marisol here is happy to have her new wig. I have cut out I'm making an outfit for her, and so I will bring that back and show you. I think what I'm going to try to do is share with you what I'm going to call my miniature makeover, my miniature model makeover. So these are my miniature models, and I'm going to make them over, and also my miniature model fashions. So when I make things, I think I will try, Lord willing, I will try to upload videos where I kind of run down any outfits I've made, any sewing that I've done for the dolls, so that you can share and see what I've done. I don't know if how many of you like to sew for your dolls. I hope it's a lot of you. I follow a lot of people on Instagram, and they find clothes, they're amazing clothes. I don't know if they're made, if they sew them themselves, or if they just find them already made. Some of the clothes I recognize is like American Girl, our generation, but I just love to see the different fashions that the 18-inch, because Barbie dolls, you can find fashions all day long, and but the 18-inch dolls, I don't believe their fashions are as wide spread or as readily available as the 11-inch like Barbie type dolls. So anyway, Marisol is going to be getting a new outfit, and what I thought I would share with you is my these thrift store dolls that I've had that I'm finally, hopefully, going to start giving them their little makeover. So this is our first miniature model, and she is a doll made by New Adventures LLC, and that's the company that makes, if you've ever been in Tuesday morning, at least the ones in my area, they carry these dolls called Style Girls, and this is the same company that makes those, and I cannot for the life of me remember what they were calling these dolls. But I don't believe these dolls are being manufactured anymore, from what I could tell in the information I found online. But anyway, I love this doll. My sister found her for, I'm thinking she didn't pay this much. I can't see her paying this much. It says $6.98, but I'm pretty sure she had a 50% off coupon when she bought this. But anyway, my sister found this doll at the thrift store, and she called me, she FaceTimed me and said, or called me and sent me a picture of her and said, "Do you want this doll?" And I was like, "Yes," because I love dolls with red hair. She's got rooted eyelashes. Now she doesn't have the sleep eyes. Her eyes are fixed. But the hair quality, it feels great. I have a feeling this is going to wash up and it's going to just be beautiful. So the only thing with this doll is, if you can see, her legs are floppy, and no matter what I do, I cannot get her to no, I can't get her to stand up. I don't know if, I'm thinking she needs some more fiber fill, or she needs her filling refreshed. So I have a bag of polyfill, so I think what I'm going to try to do is remove the stitching and stuff her. And while I have the stitching removed, I'll take a look at how her legs are attached to her body and see if there's something that I can do between giving her more stuffing and maybe reinforcing that where her legs, it's holding, well, not quite, where her legs will hold their shape better so she can stand up better. So, and then of course I'll give her an outfit. Now I haven't decided if she's gonna get if I'm gonna sew an outfit for her, or if I'm going to look through my stash of doll clothes and give her a new outfit from that. And of course she's gonna need a name and maybe a backstory, so I'll have to figure out what that is. For some reason she looks like she should be a Rosie, and maybe it's her hair color, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so this one here is a Alexander doll. The back of her neck says Alexander, and you know, she's gonna need a bath, but look, she's pretty sturdy, so I don't think I have to give her anything extra with her stuffing. She needs a shampoo, but I think once I wash her hair and detangle it some, I think it's gonna look as good as new. And so she's pretty sturdy. Her neck, her head is not, it's not just side to side. It actually, she can look up and down with her head. So and it's holding, so it's not loose or anything. So she's in pretty good shape. Whoever had this doll took pretty good care of her. She just looks like she's been played with, but she was $1.98. So I'm clean her up and see what she looks like. Then, this is another Alexander doll. Now this one has a problem because her head has a tendency to fall back. So I don't know if anything can be done. If any of you are familiar with these dolls or know how they can be, maybe the neck can be tightened up so that it doesn't flop back. If you can let me know in the comments below, I would appreciate it. But it's a Madame Alexander doll, Alexander Doll Company. And now she's pretty sturdy too. The only issue is she wants to keep looking back or up. So I'll see if what I can do, but she'll get a bath and a shampoo. And Now this doll here, to me, she looks like she would make the cutest little elf. Her face to me looks like an elf's face. Anyway, I'm trying to see maybe if there's something I can do to give her little pointy ears. I think that would be cute. If any of you know anything, any technique or anything, I don't know if I can use epoxy or what. I'm not familiar with it. If there's anything that I can do to kind of give her some pointy ears, I think she would make an adorable elf. But anyway, she needs a bath and she needs her hair washed and styled. Her hair doesn't feel as good as the other dolls that I've shown you, but I think it's still in pretty good shape. I think she's in pretty good shape. Now this doll right here was my niece's doll. So my niece says she's not playing with dolls anymore, so she's giving them to me, and I'm very thankful for them. But she has some markings on her. I'm gonna need to clean her off and give her a shampoo and detangle her hair, but I think her hair is in pretty good shape. And I was trying to, let me show you something. When I say pretty good shape, this is the BFC ink, and when this doll was manufactured, there was an issue with the hair. Now this doll originally had long hair and bangs, but when you play with this doll's hair, it not only got tangled, but it's like the ends of it got rough. Now, I don't think you can really tell. It's not so bad here, and I don't think I have. Actually, I do have one. I have so many of these dolls. This is Noelle. This is that doll, and it started. What's that doll's name? It starts with an A. Anyway, this is her twin sister, and I just basically, I couldn't hardly get a comb through it. I had to just wrap it around into a bun. But if I take her hair loose, if I take this loose, you're gonna see it's kind of matted at the end. I don't know if you can tell. It's almost like, if you're familiar with the process called felting with wool yarn, it's almost like the hair felts. And when that happens, it's next to impossible to detangle. And I don't care if you heat it or whatever, it'll help, but it is next to impossible to detangle. So what I end up doing is cutting that off of the doll, and that's where you saw. Now that particular doll, her hair was cut when I purchased her. She was a eBay find. Let me see if I can put her back in her spot without her toppling over. Okay, so she was a eBay find. But anyway, that's what I mean by the hair quality. So these dolls that I've shown you so far, their hair is tangled, but it doesn't feel rough like it's matted or felted. And that's probably not a good explanation. Actually, I'm gonna show you a wig I have from another doll. See, if you can see how rough that is. So imagine that, and then it's kind of matted together, so you can't really get a comb through it. You can't really do anything to detangle that. So anyway, this is the last doll I have, and this one also is an Alexander doll, and she needs a bath, and she needs a shampoo and detangle, but I think she's gonna be as good as new after I give her an outfit. And so anyway, that is what I have planned. I have a lot of miniature model makeovers, and I hope to share them with you. One other thing, in my last video, I showed you a yarn swift that I had purchased, and I showed you a yarn that I received from a mystery corn skein. So I wanted to show you, I did cast on that shawl. It was an amethyst shawl pattern, but this is how far I've gotten so far. So basically, it is a top down. So those of you who are familiar with, those of you who knit, it's got series of yarn overs, but you increase so many stitches every other row, and so you keep going until you have a set number of stitches on the, I'm sorry, I got it upside down, top down this way. No, I'm right, this way. This is the top, so it ends up giving you that shawl look. So once I knit down and it gets the size it needs to be, then I'll start putting the edging on it, is from what I can remember from the pattern. So I did want to share with you, this is that beautiful purple yarn, and this is how it is knitting up. So that is all that I have today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I am so thankful for you who joined me today. And if you stayed with me till the end of the video, because I know it's a long video, but I'm hoping to be able to come back to you soon and share some other things that are going on. If there's anything that I talked about you'd like for me to elaborate on, if you'd like for me to share my doll room with you, let me know. I'll be happy to do a doll room tour. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.